Well, it is now official. Teofimo Lopez will be making his return to the ring on August 13th, likely in South Florida. Sources tell ESPN. Now, I don't know much about Campo, whatever. But I did take a couple looks at some of his fights. The dude looked like he might be a decent all around boxer. He's more of a come forward type guy, body puncher, somewhat of a slugger. This could be interesting. It could be very interesting, and I'll tell you why. I'm not saying this guy is the cream of the crop at 140. No, I'm not saying that at all. But it's going to be interesting to see how Teofimo Lopez deal with bigger guys. For the most part, not always, but for the most part, Teofimo, as they accuse Tank of doing, is fighting guys smaller than him when he was fighting at 135. So it's going to be real interesting to see how he looks when he's not the bigger guy. And the one time we did see that happen, he didn't look too good, did he? When Teo was in the ring with Nakatani, he was having problems getting around Nakatani's jab, his 1-2 with his jab and his straight right. He was having problems getting in and getting out. A lot of times he would get in on when he was able to get around Nakatani's jab, he would get caught on the way out. So it's going to be real interesting to see how he deals with a bigger guy. Like I said, this Campa, he isn't the most technically sound guy, but he will pound you out. That's one thing. The guy seems to have decent power. He has 33 wins with 22 knockouts. Like I said, he's definitely not ashamed to go to the body. He's a body puncher, so it's going to be interesting. I personally thought Teofimo should have stayed down at 135 if he really could have made the weight. And the reason why I question that if he could have really made the weight is because they were in negotiations to fight against Lomachenko again. They were talking about doing it, I think, in like December or January. If he would have got past Kambosos, but the Kambosos fight kept getting pushed back. But even then, they had supposedly a verbal agreement with Lomachenko's father and Teofimo Lopez's father, which Bob Arum was willing to honor the verbal agreement that they were supposed to be meeting again for a rematch. Even though Lomachenko didn't require or request a rematch when they signed the contract the first time, because he claimed he was hurt, etc., etc. He demanded a rematch, and because he was fighting guys that Teofimo had already beaten, so you could get the comparison. They were lining it up so those two could fight. Then you also had Teofimo Lopez and his father supposedly trying to get in the ring with Devin Haney. So all of those fights was going to take place at 135. So I didn't really think he had to move up to 140. This is my personal belief, but I believe the reason why they said that was because he lost to Kambosos. But I'm telling you, it's not going to get easier at 140. Don't think just because he don't have names like Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney and such, or Lomachenko up there. Don't think it's not dangerous. Stay away. All I'm gonna say is stay away from Gary Antoine Russell. I think that's which one it is. Stay away from that dude. He's dangerous. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Teofimo could beat Regis Progress, and honestly, I don't think he could beat Josh Taylor either. I think these guys are just too big for him. It's going to be interesting to see how Teofimo deal with some of these bigger guys at 140. And trust me, they are bigger, whether you believe that or not. You better go up there and maybe call out a Mikey Garcia or Adrian Broner. Those would be interesting fights. But the cream of the crop up there, I don't think Teofimo is going to be able to deal with them. If he gets a belt, it'll be because, in my opinion, it'll be because Josh Taylor moved up to 147 and those belts got fractured off, and one of the sanctioning bodies put him as the number one, and he maybe fight some decent 140 guy and win it that way. But I don't see him beating Josh Taylor. I don't see him beating Regis Progress. I don't see him beating Gary Antoine Russell. And to me, he's the future of the division, for real. And I'll say that for anybody at 135. If you go up there, beware of that dude. He's a killer. But that's pretty much all I got this Head Busting Boxes on Fight Doctor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hit me in the comment section. Let me know, are you interested in watching Teofimo Lopez fight this guy? And do you think he even made a mistake by going up to 140? Me personally, if you could make 135, I would have stayed down there as long as possible, because it is some killers at 140. But that's pretty much all I got this Head Busting Boxes on Fight Doctor. I am out.